In this exercise, we'll demonstrate how to gather and analyze feedback using the forms we created on the Marvin Robotics platform. Our objectives for this exercise are to submit entries for the customer satisfaction survey, view entries for the customer satisfaction survey, export entries from the customer satisfaction survey. We'll take the following steps. Add the customer satisfaction survey to the Marvin Robotics store site. Make Ford Dent and Tricia McMillan members of the Marvin Robotics store site. Fill out the customer satisfaction survey as Ford Dent. Fill out the customer satisfaction survey as Tricia McMillan. View the form entries for the customer satisfaction survey. Export the form entries. There are also 2 bonus exercises you can complete on your own after the video. Add the new webinar form created in the previous exercise to a page on the Marvin Robotics site, and fill out the form as Babe Bulbrooks, Arthur Prefect, and Mary Jennings using their user information. View the form entries for the new webinar form, and edit the email address for Mary Jennings to be majennings@marvinrobotics.com. In order to effectively use our customer satisfaction survey, we need a way for customers to complete it. We'll accomplish this by adding the survey to the Marvin Robotics store site. As usual, make sure to sign in to Marvin Robotics platform as an administrator. Open the Site menu and click the Site selector, the compass icon, to change sites. Click the All Sites tab and select the Marvin Robotics store site. Click the pencil icon at the top right to the left of the global menu. Click the plus icon, go to Widgets, and add a form widget onto the page. Click the Options icon, the 3 dots, on the form widget. Click Configuration. Then click Customer Satisfaction Survey and hit Save. Now close the pop-up. Click Publish. And you can see that the customer satisfaction survey now shows up on the main page. Next, we need to collect responses from some of our customers. To do this, we need to make sure any users we want to take the survey are members of the Marvin Robotics store site. If you followed along with the prerequisites, you should have 2 users, Ford Dent and Tricia McMillan, added to the platform with their passwords set to Tess, and email verification turned off. Make Ford Dent and Tricia McMillan members of the Marvin Robotics store site. Start by opening the global menu, going to the Control Panel, Users, then Users and Organizations. Click Ford Dent. Open the Memberships tab on the left of the screen. Click the Select button across from Sites, and choose Marvin Robotics Store. Click Save. Click the back arrow next to Edit User for Dent. Next, select Tricia McMillan. Once again, open the Memberships tab on the left of the screen. Click the Select button next to Sites, and choose Marvin Robotics Store. Click Save. Now that our users have membership to the Marvin Robotics store site, they can complete the survey. First, we need to sign out of our administrator account and sign in as Ford Dent. Open the Personal menu, which is the icon at the top right next to the global menu. Now click Sign Out at the bottom. Once your page refreshes, click Sign In. We'll now sign in as Ford Dent using the email address and password we established earlier. This should be fdent@marvinrobotics.com, and the password should be test. Click Sign In, then click I agree when prompted. Next, we'll need to reset the password. Use something easy to remember. Now click Save. Then we need to set a reminder query. We'll use the default question, and for simplicity, type test for the answer. Now that we're logged in as Ford, open the Personal menu. Click My Sites in the menu, and then the My Sites tab in the pop-up. Choose Marvin Robotics Store. Fill out both pages of the customer satisfaction survey that we added to the top of the page. So I'll select TS2-100 robotic machine. What product or service do you like the best? I'll say TS2-100 robotic machine. What product or service could be improved? I'll say CS9 controller. How satisfied are you with the delivery of Marvin Robotics products? Very satisfied. The quality, I'll say very satisfied. And click next. How can we better serve you? I'll say better customer support. How do you rate our customer communication? I'll say neutral. And submit. Now we want to fill out the survey as Trisha McMillan. Like before, we'll open the personal menu and sign out. This time, we'll sign in as Trisha using the email and password we set up earlier. For email, this should be tmcmillan@marvinrobotics.com, and for password, it should be test. Click I agree to the placeholder terms and conditions. We'll reset Trisha's password. Click Save. And we'll set a reminder query and click Save. Once we're logged in, open the personal menu and click My Sites. Click the My Sites tab in the pop-up and choose Marvin Robotics Store. Just like before, fill out the customer satisfaction survey on the top of the page. So TS2-100 robotic machine. I'll say, what product or service do you like best? What could be improved? I'll say TS2-40 robotic machine. How satisfied are you with the delivery? I'll say somewhat satisfied. The quality, I'll say somewhat satisfied. Next. How can we better serve you? I'll say better communication. How would you rate customer communication? I'll say needs improvement. And submit. Now we'll go back to the personal menu and sign out of Trisha's account. Now that we have some form entries for our customer satisfaction survey, we'll view those as our administrator. Sign in once again as the administrator. Open the Site menu and click the Site selector. Click the All Sites tab. Now open Marvin Robotics Store site. Go to Content and Data and Forms in the Site Administration panel. Click the action icon, which is the 3 dots next to the Customer Satisfaction Survey. Click View Entries. You can see an overview of all the survey responses. To look at an individual response, we can use the action icon next to the specific entry. Scroll all the way to the right. Now click the 3 dots next to Ford Dent's entry and click View. Now we can see the answers we submitted as Ford Dent. Click back at the top. Now we'll look at Trisha McMillan's entry by again clicking the Actions icon and choosing View. Now we can see all of Trisha's answers. Click back to return to the list. Next up, we want to export the form entries to use somewhere else. We'll click the back arrow next to form entries at the top of the page to return to the list of all our forms. Open the Actions icon next to Customer Satisfaction Survey, then click Export. For the file extension, choose XML. Then click OK. Depending on your browser, the file may automatically download, or you may have an additional pop-up asking you what you want to do with the file.